Right then. Hello. Today's I'm going to go through today's little car boot finds that we found this weekend. I've had a busy weekend. There's been lots of bits and pieces, and I found lots of interesting things. Lots to restore in the future when I'm ready to, and lots just to sort out, really. So, right, first up, nice and easy. I can't remember the price on everything. You know, I'm useless at that. I picked this one up for £10. It's a nice little old Woden vice, British made. It does say something on there, but it's 1898/1, isn't it? Yeah. So, yeah, for £10, I thought that was pretty good. These are not original, these bolts, but nice little vice. Nice little start of the day. Right, bag of goodies. This is one of my favourite things. It's an Eclipse hacksaw. In pretty good, oh, you can see how much I paid for it, and in pretty good condition, a number 55. Now, I've never had my hands on one of these before. And the idea is with this hacksaw blade, is to hold it straight as you saw it. I've never used one, but I look forward to having a go with something on that, and I don't need any restoration. I love it as it is. So that's a cracker. I really like that. So that's that good piece there. Took the hacksaws. I picked up this small one. Now, what does it say on there? Spiralux? Spiralux. Yeah, made in England. Heavy. Very heavy. The bar is very heavy. Almost top heavy. Which is interesting. It obviously was painted red. Do I restore it or do I keep as is? I'm not sure. But I like it. Very heavy. Very heavy little piece. Pad saws. I don't know why I keep picking up pad saws. I have a bit of a thing for them. Once the handles are cleaned up and they're given a nice dose. That's a filthy one. Nice dose of linseed oil. I like them. This one's brass. That's brass. I think that is brass too, but that one is particularly filthy. But they're nice. I like them. I don't know what I'm ever going to do with them. They might be nice in circular pattern. I don't know. So, yeah. So, have you hit my camera, dog? I think you have. Let me just steady this all back up again, because she's knocked into it. How's that? How are we doing? The troubles of filming with, what do they say? Don't film with animals and kiddies. Yeah, I know. Right, so 3 pad saws. Don't know how much they cost, but I wouldn't have paid a lot. Oh, it's another one. This is a P&B made in England vice with these very snazzy lines. I suppose it's an art or a 1950s kind of design. I didn't pay that price. I think I got a couple of quid off. Shame it's got a couple of nasty digs in it there, but in good operating condition, and that will clean up nicely with a swivel base, which I don't know if it swivels yet. It's too stiff. Yeah, that'll be you shouldn't even be playing with that. But yeah, that'll clean up nice. The handle's bent again. That'll straighten out. A little anvil on the back and a little horn of an anvil there. So I think that's a nice little bit of kit. That one. Right, that's another one. Now, we're still into vices. Found this tiny little one for £3. And I thought the quality of it was quite good. I can't find any maker on it. And there's a spring, so it's like a spring loaded. There is writing in there. I don't know. I don't know who or what that is. And it's not great, but that'll clean up nice. It looks like a girder, doesn't it? It looks like a girder it's riding on. Oh, it's interesting. The washer type thing that goes on there looks like it's broken off. I might have to put one on there. I'll figure out how to make one. But yeah, nice little vice, that one. Palm size. Now, what else did I find? My fetish for pad saws continues. Another Eclipse pad saw, but I don't think I've got this more modern 70s looking handle one, so that'll go with all my other pad saws. Now, a couple of electricians' bush keys. Now, I've got some of these. as a former electrician, I used to use them all. Get off that! Look what she's doing. Look what she's doing. She's ripping it to pieces. Oh, God, that's my aluminium ball. Anyway, let's just sort this out. Get back. Right. Go find a toy over there. Look, over there. Something you could chew. Anyway, bush keys. 25mm, 20mm bush keys for removing the brass bushes out of electrical conduit. Yeah, I bought 2 because I promised to give one to a friend who I said if I ever see one, I'll get one. So I'll send that to him. Nice little bush keys. Now, straightforward Stanley, small Stanley ratchet. Now, there's only one reason I got this, and I am going to restore it. Is because it's one of the few tools I remember my dad having. So I got it simply for sentimental reasons and no other reason whatsoever. So there, Stanley, little Stanley ratchet. Now, this big boy. I didn't pay that. I paid a £5, I think. I think that's the biggest footprint, and they are footprint. There's the foot up there. I don't know if you can see that footprint mark. Biggest footprints I've ever seen, and they weigh an absolute ton. Now, I used to use footprints, 2 of them on a daily basis, little 6-inch ones for electrical conduit. But what on earth you use this monster on? It weighs so heavy. Honestly. That, I love it. Great tool. Love that. Great find. Now we're into the small bits and pieces. Straightforward glass cutter. Nothing exotic there. Yeah, I like glass cutters. 2, 3 little spanners. Now, I'm into collecting these little spanners. And the reason I like them is because they're motorbikes companies use. This one's a BSA, which is nice, and I haven't got. This one, and I really don't know if you can see that on there, but it says Austin. Get off of that ball. That took me ages to make that. I don't know why you found it. Yes, I know. So an Austin, so a car one really, but unusual, and I thought I'd have it. The fella gave that to me for nothing, which I thought was nice. And Swift, another motorbike, old motorbike manufacturers. Now I've got a couple of Swifts, and I just saw that one, and I thought they look nice in when you line them up like that and put them in a nice frame. Lovely, really like those. And finally, on this little haul, is a square file, but with a beautiful handle. Now, on the end of this handle, it says Beak Street, 51 Beak Street, Drays, WI. WI, is that Wisconsin? I don't know. West 1. But I picked it up because I put that in there. It just feels so comfortable. So comfortable in the hand. And I like things that feel well. And it's just got, when I clean that up, it'll have a lovely patina with that very odd make on the end. But it's just a lovely thing. What it was used for, I don't know. I need to do some research on that. But it's nice. It didn't cost much. And I think that's lovely. And a tiny pair of side cutters. Just a tiny, tiny little pair of side cutters. Couldn't resist them because they were so small. So yeah, that's this little stash. On to the next one.